so we can have the expectations, what you are currently doing in a company, what is your role? Anyone?
Yeah, hello Ashok. Myself Manikumar.
Hi, Mani.
Yeah, I've been working in corporate from past 4 years as an SAP
Okay.
basis consultant.
Okay. So what is your role?
Uh, I do basis administration,
Like
monitoring and
L1,
fine
L2,
tuning
L3.
systems on daily
Okay,
basis.
L1. Okay, okay. You are part of L1 team, monitoring team.
No, L3 team.
Okay, L3 team.
Yeah, I do
Okay, okay.
component upgrades, certificates,
Okay.
SAP notes.
So what is your expectation here in Trainex Academy?
I have randomly joined like any to learn any new technologies.
Okay, have you done some upgrade?
Yeah, I have done it.
Okay, okay. Udit, so any others who want to introduce yourself and what is your expectation?
May I?
Yeah, sure, Ankit. Go ahead.
Yeah. Myself, Aniket Kumar. I am working in ITC Infotech as a SAP basis consultant. Just 6 months before I joined as a fresher,
Okay,
and I'm working on infrastructure side for SAP ECS case related. Means we are communicated with SAP ECS for any issue if we are facing and regarding any top issue is there, migration volumes in systems. This
okay. So you are in SAP ECS team. Okay. So ECS my enterprise cloud service, right? That is the one you're talking about, right?
yeah.
You're working on SPC, getting alerts, correct?
Yes.
So what is activity you do? Only monitoring the alert or creating incidents or you are in incident team?
Creating SR also, not only incident.
Hey,
We are
you
raising
are,
case if we are if any team facing an issue regarding volumes or not able to log in with the system, some alert is there. Other team raising incident, we are raising cases and related to if required more storage, then we are creating SR service request to SAP.
okay, okay. So the customer call you like a service desk, right? Customer service desk, CST.
Yes. We are coordinating between SAP ECS.
Okay, okay. Understood, Ankit. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Ashok. I have a experience of around 10 years and training experience of 5 years. I have trained more than 600 students. Industry background, like I have led a basis project for 5 clients in PwC Infosys TCS. I was part of SAP ECS project and like MCD safety. So I am being certified with S4HANA upgrade projects. So mostly work on S4HANA, DB and system migration and upgrade. Okay, so we can proceed with the slides. So here today we will deal with the demo for the SAP S4HANA upgrade. Okay, so I will give the overview of the S4HANA upgrade. So SAP upgrade, what and why? So to understand the SAP system upgrade and what is the business and technical reasons for performing it, right? And the SAP upgrade with the conversion. So learn the key differences. So as for SAP upgrade with conversion, right? So learning the key difference between what is SAP upgrade and what is SAP conversion. So next topic is for HANA release version. So we have multiple versions ranging from 14, 1411 to 2025. Currently, the latest version is 2025 SP03. Okay. So and what is a tool used for SAP upgrade? It's a sum, and what is a prerequisite? What we can do with the sum and preparation phase. So we have few preparation phase, right? Like running the SHX, what is the dependency for the target version. So in that preparation phase, we have a simplification item check. So to check the custom code and the dependency SAP notes and maintenance planner. So why we are using maintenance planner and what is the use of stack file, we'll see. And custom code analysis. So this custom code will be taken care by ABAP team. From our end, we should run the SHX and get the custom code. Okay, and give it to ABAP team. So some phases and purpose, how to launch the sum, what is the phases, right? So we have 6 phases. And starting the sum tool, what we need, what is SAP host agent, so what is a sum 1.0, what is sum 2.0, configuration phase and post upgrade activities, validation and testing and best practices. So in this crowd, like, why we need a SAP upgrade? So what is the need for SAP upgrade? Why we cannot work on the same old version? Anyone? Okay, so here, anyone worked on SAP ECC system here? So here, right? So who can attend this course? Like SAP Basis Administrator, Technical Support Consultants, SAP System Administrator, and related SAP Technical Professionals, right? So we can, so ABAP, there are two considered, technical and functional. Technical consultants are SAP Basis and ABAP. Functionals are EFI, MDG, ST, HCM, SCM. Those are right. So they can also know the SAP infrastructure. So they can also attend the session. Okay, and we have DB professionals like SAP HANA, DBA, Oracle, Linux, on cloud SAP infrastructure as Ankit, right? So in ECS there are AWS, Azure, and GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and they have included Alibaba lately in the ECS cloud. ECS is nothing but a SAP cloud, okay, SAP Enterprise Cloud Service, okay. And we have other technical submodule, SAP Security Consultants and Transport and Integration Consultants. So integration consultants are nothing but SAC consultants, SAP Analytics Cloud, SAP BTP. Okay, so next is a L3 SAP upgrade, migration specialist, and product support teams. They can also attend this session. Okay, here we support and leverage your career to next level. So we working on the theoretical part. We will get a clarity why we are doing and how we are doing, and mostly we will concentrate on real time client perspective projects, and you will have a dedicated VM to perform the upgrade, okay, some upgrade or add-on installation, system installation, additional application server installation. So these are the activities you get real hands on the dedicated VM. Okay, so in our Trainex Academy, we give the dedicated VM to practice the activities. Okay, so you can see how to perform the activities on the VM, and you get issues, right? Those the time you will learn, correct? So when you perform the activity, you learn gradually and complete the activity. Okay, so these are the people can use the Trainex platform to leverage your career to next level. Okay, so you need troubleshooting, fine tuning, correct? So what are the issues we face in basis? Okay. So what is a SAP upgrade? So why it is needed? Can anyone tell me now? Anyone tell me now? So what is SAP here in the slide? It is a process of moving your SAP system to higher version. So why we need to move the SAP system to higher version? Because in consider that you are in SAP ECC, which is going end of maintenance support, right? 2027, and if you need additional extension, it is to SAP uh, 2030 with additional pricing, right? So with the 2033, there is a cloud exceptions. Okay, who are the systems SAP ECC in cloud? They can get support from till 2033. Okay, so whenever you want to improve the system performance or get new modules or new transactions, we go for SAP upgrade. So SAP upgrade involves technical basis kernel and functional module. So why we need to technical is fine. Why we need functional colleagues to pitch in? Can anyone say? So, what is a functional role in upgrading? So whenever you upgrade the system, so the major thing in the SAP system is a change of SAP objects and the custom code and the transaction code, right? And the SAP GUI also changes according to the SAP version. So the functional colleague role also is needed. Okay. So why it is needed to stay under SAP maintenance and support window while gaining better performance, security, compliance. So while you upgrade the system, you get better security improvements. Okay, and while upgrading, you get support to and integration options also more, correct? So you get options to connect to the cloud application. You get the SAP Analytics Cloud, SAP BTP components. Okay, and you get more user friendly fairy options, automation. Okay, and you can integrate with SAP Cloud, right? So SAP Cloud in the sense SAP BTP, and you can be in the RISE model. So here we see the upgrade, which is system conversion. So SAP S4HANA upgrade means you are upgrading from S4HANA version like S4HANA 2022 to 2023. Okay, so that is you are upgrading your version. Okay, so system conversion means you are migrating from SAP ERP to SAP S4HANA, correct? Yeah, system conversion also, like whenever you are migrating for Oracle DB to HANA DB, that is also system conversion. Okay, that you can say. And what are the approaches you for building your system? There are brownfield and greenfield. Brownfield means you are having the existing system, okay, and you are making the changes. You are updating to the newer versions. Greenfield means you are building a system from scratch, and you are building your business. Okay, redesigning your business. So I have one question here: which will have the most business disruption here, brownfield or greenfield, while developing the system? Which will have the more disruption, business disruption? Like business continuity will be affected, right? Anyone?
Brownfield.
In brownfield, you are not redesigning your business. In greenfield, you will redesign, right? So greenfield means you are building the system from scratch, okay, and you redesign your business process, correct? That time there will be some. In brownfield, you are keeping the business design as it is, and you are building. So you are having the existing system, and
Yeah, in,
yes.
in Greenfield, we are building the systems from scratch, right?
Hmm. So yeah, building the
In
system, but
Brownfield, we
you
are
will
converting the system from 1 DB to 1 DB to different DB, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So in greenfield, you will redesign the business. Okay, so there will be brownfield. It is like you are keeping the system live. Okay, while during the downtime only you will do. So there is no redesign doing in brownfield. Okay, there are business perspective. Okay, but downtime perspective, greenfield is much more better. Okay, you are saying like that, Ajay.
Yeah, yes, I understand.
Okay. So we have the S4 HANA release, right? Like 14, like there was a next time you can go till end. Okay. Okay, so here we have 15, 11, 16, 10, 1709. So can you anyone tell what is 1709? So the release version happened in 2017, September 09. Okay. So the S4 HANA releases were made every year. The SAP will release the SAP release S4 HANA for every year. They release new release for every 1 year. Currently, what has happened till 2023, uh, they made like they will have the release every 2 years, right? So currently they released after 2023, they released 2025, and we have SPS 03. That is the latest version. So these are the timelines like 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and in each release they have a enhancement. In 1610 we have extended enhanced finance and fairy 2.0 integration. So we will see in our Trainex session, okay, what are those improvements, okay. So we can see what is SAP BTP, how we are integrating with this for HANA. Those are real-time experience we will provide in Trainex Academy. Okay, and what is AI driven? You can connect to SAC and you can move the data to SAC and you can get the report. SAC is nothing but SAP Analytics Cloud. Okay, that was introduced in 2022 advanced analytics, right? So in 2023 they have embedded. So what is a AI platform in SAP Joule? Okay, so they are mainly concentrating on Joule in 2023 and they are driven to SAP Fiori 4.0 in 2025 version. So you get AI driven. The functional colleagues can integrate the Joule and they can get the report. Okay. So those are the enhancements currently in S4HANA. Okay. And the end users are often using Fiori only. So the most of the consultants are only using SAP GUI. Okay, some key features, right? So there are multiple options in system switch upgrade. Okay, so system switch upgrade, some usually perform the activity by creating a shadow instance, right? In shadow instance, we do the SAP upgrade and we merge into the main instance, right? So by doing that, we are minimizing the downtime. So database migration option here we do too, right? So converting database and you are upgrading your SAP ECC system or S4HANA system to the later versions, right? So newer versions. So zero downtime coverage. So we have no, yeah, near zero downtime maintenance we can achieve with the help of some. Okay, maximum benefits like multi-purpose tool. Okay, so SAP maintain activities and there's some tool can be used to update to newer versions. So it can be useful, correct? So some tool. So there are 1.0 and 2.0 versions available in the market. Okay, so in our Trainex Academy, we will do the practical session and I will show you what are the activities, right? So what are the activities we'll show. This is a theory session. Okay. So preparation phase, like I told you, there are some readiness check before you move to the main activity. So some whenever you're doing, we do it in a development system and we do it in the quality, then production, right? So in development, it will take like 2 months, maximum 2 months for 1 hour, and we move it to quality. And so the when you are upgrading your S4HANA system or ECC system, the upgrade timeline is 6 months minimum. Okay, so it can go to 12 months also depending upon the business. Okay, here in preparation phase for you, we have SAP readiness check, maintenance planner, simplify item check, and custom code analysis. So SAP readiness check, it like analyzes source system to identify important aspects of the upgrade. So readiness check means like so currently all the customers are moving to S4 HANA 2025. So what is a timeline? So if you are in S4 HANA 2019, okay, so you should move to S4 HANA 2023, then only you can move to S4 HANA 2025. For SAP readiness check, you can use the product availability matrix. What is a navigation path to? What is a navigation path to upgrade to the target version? And we have maintenance planner. So maintenance planner is SAP tool. Okay, to check the compatibility and the add-ons. Okay, whenever you are moving to the new version, there is a tool, okay, to generate a stack XML and download all the files. Okay, this file will be used by the sum tool to perform the activity. Simplify item check is a T code which we run in SAP GUI. Okay, to identify the SAP nodes or dependency or the custom code checks, right? After that, we have the custom code analysis, right? This will be taken mostly by the ABAP team. Okay, ensure compatibility with the new SAP as per HANA components. So what are the modules which is changing and what are the objects? What is the custom code which will impact, which will not be available, which will be available. So those custom code will be checked majorly by ABAP team. Okay, so simplify item check when you run. Okay, there will be green, red, yellow, and there will be written code based on that. You should act. Okay, yellow means warning about the business functions and review required for. So yellow, red, and written code. We need to have a review before going through the some upgrade. Okay, so simplify item check is a must. Okay, it is a crucial validation process that defines inconsistencies and provide guidance for system upgrade. So we should have a clear clarity in the upgrade before moving forward. We should have a call with the client and we should discuss yellow and read, because these are the items that will impact the system upgrade. So we should take prior changes and improvements before going to the upgrade. If you are not taking care of the simplify item check, then there will be issue in middle of the upgrade. Okay, that will take time. So before we should take care of the SI check. Okay, so SI check is mandatory and triggered by some. Okay, you can also have the T code in SAP GUI. So SAP readiness check, right? So SAP readiness check means if you are going to SAP 2024, what is associated in next version that needs to be upgraded, right? To OS level. So you need to take care of that. Okay, so what is HANA DB level you need to go. Okay, so all the analysis source system to identify upgrade aspects, custom code analysis, simplification item and added. So we have discussed the early slide also. So maintenance planner, this is the important tool that should be considered while performing the sum upgrade, right? So as I told you before, sum upgrade will use the stack XML. So by using the maintenance planner tool, you generate a stack XML, correct? So key functions. So whenever you are going to the maintenance planner, all the systems will be added. Okay. So after that, you should check the target version and move forward. While moving forward, you should select the add-ons. Okay. So the maintenance planner will give you the available options and you can generate the file. Okay. So according to that, some will proceed with the some upgrade. Okay. So compatibility checkings, key functions of maintenance compatibility checking, it will check what are the existing components and add-ons and business functions. Okay, stack file generation. It will create a stack XML used by the sum during the upgrade and the components download. No need to download single file. Okay, if we download using maintenance planner, it will be extracted as a combined file, right? So it will be compressed file. You should upload this downloaded files to the directory of the sum. Okay, then you can extract and use it. So custom code analysis, right? So this is mainly done by the ABAP team. Okay, so ABAP team will ensure what is the codes that are being changed. Okay, that will be upgraded. What is the use of it? So the purpose of custom code analysis is to ensure compatibility with the new S/4HANA environment, identifies non-compliant custom code instances based on simplification item, scope and structures. So basically this activity will be done by ABAP team.
What is the meaning of housekeeping?
So consider that you have so housekeeping means like you have the open transports in your SAP system, right? Which is not you have created the transport, but you are not used. Okay, you are not imported to the system. So the open transports. So open transport you must clear. Okay. So some tool it will check, right? So it will check the open transport. So housekeeping of the deleting the open transport, it's a best practice. There should not be any open transport. That is one of the check we should do. Housekeeping. Understood, Ankit?
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is meant by housekeeping. So unused developments we should take care because some will detect that and show that these are the codes. The developments are open here that is present. Then you should log in and clear. So in some, when you launch a sum, there are six phases. Okay, extraction, configuration checks, pre-processing, execution, and post. In extraction phase, the sum will launch and it will ask for the folder which you want to perform the upgrade, correct? So when you give the folder, it will extract the file and it will check for the version. So after that checking the version, you go to configuration phase. In configuration, okay, here only you decide how you are going to proceed with the sum upgrade with the with the near zero downtime or in normal procedure you're going through. So there are three phase which is very important is configuration, pre-processing and execution. Okay, checks post processing are also important, but the critical one is the configuration, pre-processing and execution. In check phase it runs a validation, any SAP notice missing. Okay, so those checks it will take any available space is there. The check phase, pre-processing phase. Here only the sum will create a shadow instance based on the configuration phase. Based on the configuration phase, you are selecting some stages, right? According to that, the pre-processing will happen. Pre-processing, we are creating a shadow instance and preparing a ABAP dictionaries, power and SPAD. Okay, and preload code and configure import. Execution phase, it will merge the shadow instance and the main instance. And post-processing, there are few actions to be performed after the execution, correct? Like sgen, regenerate the loads and clean temporary files, taking the backup. We do it in post-processing. So extraction phase next it will be end. So how you start the sum tool so after starting the sum tool you have the extraction. Here you have the thing, right? Extraction, configuration, checks. So here it will prepare the configuration. Okay, here it will ask for the folder and it will scan the folder and according to that, okay sir, then I will. So we will have the Q&A after this uh, slide. Okay, we will take another 5 minutes. So in extraction phase we give the folder, some folder, and the sum will read the software and according to the target version it will scan and the dependencies will be checked in the check phase. Next, extraction is nothing but it will scan and extract the files. So configuration phase, I told you, right? This is a major phase, tool configuration. If you are choosing single system, longer downtime, no shadow instance will be created. Okay, standard configuration, moderate resource assignment. So advanced means you're creating a shadow instance, and so if you want advanced configuration, you must increase the resources accordingly. That is a note, okay? So you must increase the resources accordingly, okay? So this is the main phase, I told you, right? Configuration, pre-processing, and execution are the critical phase. In configuration, you decide how you are running the some upgrade, okay? So choose the main configuration of the tool. You can adjust the detailed settings on the next screen. Okay, understood, right? So configuration is a major part. So we will see clearly in our Trainex Academy what is a tool, how to increase. Okay, post upgrade activities. Next, we are moving to post upgrade activities. So critical task to ensure system stability and full function. So post upgrade means what the activity? Yes, we are generating the newly generated objects, and we will take the backup of the system. So in exit checks, there will be manual actions, so that needs to be taken. And if there is authorization changes, we need to check. Like we can use a SC25 or SU53 for any errors. And Fiori configuration. So Fiori configuration, you can check any catalog is missing, a new catalog added. So we'll check accordingly, and we will do the post upgrade activities. So after that, what you will do? So after finishing everything, we should validate before we are providing to the end users, right? So we should validate the data. Okay, so define reports, create projects. So these are the things which is done by functional colleagues. So in the readiness checks only, there are some readiness preparation, right? So the functional colleagues will take the smoke test before we are performing the upgrade. So after that, what you do is smoke test and validation means like whatever the screenshots taken before and now, like, and the considering the SA checks. Okay, so we should validate the data validation, the reports, and SAP GUI, SAP T codes, correct? So all needs to be validated and tested. Then only we will provide it to end users, correct? So there should be a structured methodology, like we should not rush to the some process. Okay, so it will take 2 months for the development and 2 months for the quality and 2 months for the production. Okay, that's a minimum 6 months for the entire landscape, and you should always start with development, quality, and production. So if you have the case customers are going into production directly or quality or production, then they are moving to development. Okay, so while following the structure methodology, we will risk the minimization of the issues, like the business related issues, right? So post everything, we will have the benefits of system improvement, security improvements, fairy enhancement. Okay, and we should train the users on new functionality and interface. So we can, that's all the presentation. Any doubt here? So we have one doubt, right? For shadow instance, okay, Azaruddin, for shadow instance, okay. So SAP will create the shadow instance in the same server with the different instance number. So shadow instance will be created in the same server with the different instance number. Azaruddin, your doubt is clear? Okay, the shadow instance will be created in the same server with the different instance number. You can also log into the shadow instance with the DDIC user. Okay. Any other doubt you have or any detail you need? How we proceed with the Trainex Academy? Okay, so here we will more focus on the SAP practical sessions. Okay, so you have a real-time VMs, and we include the real client project issues, right? So if we include, and we will give the real-time scenarios and lab every half an hour. So it will be 2 hours, means 1 hour it will be theory, 1 hour it will be practical. So here we will make the foundation very strong to move to the next stages of your career. So this will be very helpful. So any doubt here? So I have worked multiple landscapes and projects, life cycles, right? So I know the issues, and we help in your resume building, interview support we provide. So end-to-end support will be provided from our end to move to leverage your career to the next one.
Can we know in
Okay.
the sum of SPOW and SPDD in detail, and also as the SGND TR we can implement, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So Ajay Kumar, so SPOW and SPDD will be done by ABAP team. I will show you how to do that, okay, in the practical thing, okay. So in our session, so SPDD and SPOW, as Asaruddin said, right? So we can log into the shadow instance with the DDIC user, and we have to create the new user and give it to ABAP team. ABAP team only will do the SPAU and SPDD, okay. And I will also show how to do it, okay. Ajay? And SGen is a T code. Okay, SGen is a T code. You run to reload the repaired objects. For every any upgrade or kernel upgrade you do, that is a important, because whenever you run the system after upgrade, it will start compiling for every transaction. So in order to avoid the system slowness and compiling, okay, so we are running the SGen. Ajay,
Yeah.
anyone has any doubt? So we will launch the sum in our practical
I mean,
session.
in the
Yes,
SGen
Ajay.
we had import some TR, right? For that one, I'm asking.
Yes, and we don't import any TR. It's a straight T code. Okay. So in that straight T code, we will select the objects which needs to be repaired. Okay. We can select by all or by components. We can do it. No need to run TR there. Understood, right, Ajay? So I will show you what is a question. Okay. So yes, Jan, it can be run via sum tool also. It will take 4 hours. So we will uncheck that option during the sum upgrade. With the sum upgrade, it will take more than 4 hours. So we will run manually at the end of the post processing. Any doubt, others? Ajay, hope your doubt is cleared. Anyone? So I have experience in SAP ECS, SAP ECS, right? You have like incident team, MCDSF, SAF team, SR team, build team, correct upgrade team. So in SPC2 also we have experience, and I will help you out. So what is the procedures?
Yeah, I think we are good to go, Ashok. It's completely open Q&A session for all the attendees. Whoever has the doubts, please go and clear your queries so for the next call we would be connecting, and then we would be talking about if you're enrolling for the batches. So for now, it's time. If you have any questions, so we have the expert trainer here. So please take your time and get your questions ready. Seems like no one has questions.
Okay, we'll wind up. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your
Yeah.
time. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Good day.